They did what I thought they would do, which upsets me. But it's still a good Transformers movie. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about Transformers: Rise of the Beast. The movie stars Anthony Ramos and Dominique Fishback. There's plenty of voice work. Michelle Yeoh, Pete Davidson, Ron Perlman, Peter Dinklage, Coleman Domingo, and of course Optimus Prime, played by Peter Cullen. It's a sequel to Bumblebee, but you don't have to watch Bumblebee to watch this. You don't have to watch all the other Transformers movies to watch this. There's a quick moment where Prime says something to Bumblebee like, I know you were friends with a human before, and that's how we know it's a sequel to Bumblebee. This one takes place in New York in 1994. It's a very New York feel to it, a lot of New York music. Soundtrack is really good, actually. I thought it was phenomenal. And it just has that grittiness of New York in the 1990s. And we follow Anthony's character. He plays this character named Noah. He's former military, not a high-ranking person. He leaves to go back home to help his mom and his bro because his brother is sick. And, he's trying to help with the hospital bills and everything. He happens to steal a car, and it was a Transformers, and that's how he gets brought into everything. Dominique plays Elena. She's an intern at a museum on Ellis Island. She's very smart. She does like the boss's work. She's always investigating stuff. She's very, very smart. She's talking to us for the most part, so we understand what's going on in this movie. And she discovers something, and that leads the Transformers to her. That's how she gets into this mess. The big bad, I would say, is Unicron. He is a planet eater. He's like Galactus. He goes around and he eats planets. However, he can't travel unless they find this device that they show in the beginning. And of course, he doesn't get the device. So he has to send out his minion, Scourge, who's voiced by Peter Dinklage. And Scourge is like the Silver Surfer. He goes around and does the big guy's bidding. And he's pretty scary. When we first see him, it was intimidating. It was scary. And he puts in work. He actually kills a lot of people. He kills a lot of people because he takes like the emblem and he puts it on his arm. And he has a few of them when we meet him. And it's like, okay, this guy puts in work. He's a Transformer or whatever, but he's like slightly enhanced by Unicron. He gets like more powerful. And I enjoyed him. I thought he was really good. Talks a lot of trash. Like that type of villain. And he puts in work. Good villain. So, of course, they have to find this device. And they have to travel around. They make sure he doesn't get it so he can bring Unicron back. Things we've seen before. But it's enjoyable because there's not a bunch of humans we have to follow. Noah has this relationship with his brother that we see early on. And I would say for the first 35 minutes, it doesn't feel like a Transformers movie. It's like this guy needs a job and he has this connection with his brother. And then we go to Elena and see what she's on. And then it turns into a Transformers movie. And I was like, that's cool. It's not a bunch of humans we have to keep track of and always cut to them, doing stuff that doesn't really matter. Optimus, again, he's Optimus Prime. He is different, though, than in the other movies. He just wants to go home. And he's just like, I don't care who we bring here. I want to go home. And he's kind of reckless, I would say, in this movie because his focus is off. Because all he cares about is trying to get home, and it doesn't matter who he puts into danger. But the movie did what I thought it was going to do when I first saw the trailer, and it was like, ooh, the beasts are here. They're not really here, okay? It's an announcement that there are beasts in this universe. It's not really a rise of the beasts because we don't spend a lot of time with the beasts. We see the beasts in the beginning, and it's like, yo, that was pretty cool. Then we don't see them for a long period of time. There are only two beasts that actually have sentences. Optimus Primal and Air Razor. Those are the only two that actually have real dialogue. Cheetah, in the cartoon, Cheetah talked a lot, the most, super fast. One sentence in this, Rhino, I don't think the Rhino spoke at all. So I was just like, why did they do this? Why did they like hype them up like we're gonna get a lot of beasts and they're gonna show us a lot? And they really didn't. And that upsets me. Does it take away from the movie per se? Not really, because I expected it. And they didn't give them any highlight moments. It's not like when they had the big battle, the beasts got to transform and, show off their abilities. Like Optimus Primal got to do that. But all the other ones, it was like, there they go. And that's it. The last fight, there's some cool moments. There's some what the hell was that moment? And I was just like, I enjoy Optimus. You know, Optimus likes to fight, which I enjoy. Like, he doesn't back down. And he was putting in work. I enjoyed that. But I was like, I needed more Beast. I wanted more time with them and to just get a better understanding, because we spend time with Optimus, we spend time with Bumblebee and stuff like that. And it's like, I wanted to spend more time with the Beast. The ending was cool. Like, the last part of the movie was really cool. And I was like, did not expect that. And I'm looking forward to see what they do with this. There is a mid-credit scene. It's not really that important. Seen that coming. But it's an enjoyable Transformers movie. I would say Bumblebee is still the best Transformers movie, followed by Transformers 1, and then this movie. Wish there was more Beasts, but it's good for what it is trying to be. It's not over the top like Michael Bay. And I really enjoyed the fact that you can actually see the Transformers and identify them, you know, from the bad guys. Like, the little minions were just silver, but the Transformers had colors to them and you can really see them. I thought the colors looked better than the Michael Bay movies. But those are just my thoughts on this movie. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought about it. If you watched Beast Wars growing up, let me know what you thought about that show. I watched it as a kid. I wasn't super locked in, but I did watch it early morning before school. And that's why I was fairly excited when they announced Beast in this. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Deuces.